Hello, my name is Valerie, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to improve your audio in a very simple way for your Zoom and Facebook Lives. And the device that I'm using is the FOCUSRITE interface. And on the interface, I have plugged in the microphone cable, the XLR cables for microphone plugs into both channels, and also both channels receive 1/4-inch cables. So here I have on one channel I have my microphone plugged in, and channel number 2 I have my piano keyboard plugged in. And this is the volume button for channel 1, and this is the volume button for channel 2. And both channels have a button that says air and instrument. When I have my microphone plugged in, I press air. We're on the air. And when I have my keyboard plugged in the second channel, I have it set at instrument. And there's also a button for phantom power for microphones that need power. And we have a monitor dial for in-ear monitoring. And for my in-ear monitoring, this is the volume button. And I also have in-ear monitor headphones. And these headphones are great headphones. They're called the MP240. And they go over the air, in-ear headphones, so that while you're doing your Zoom and Facebook Lives, you can hear exactly what's going on, and you could lower and monitor your piano keyboard. You could lower and monitor your microphone sound, and you can have everything under control through just this box alone. And this box plugs directly into the computer. I have it plugged in. The plug comes from the back of the FOCUSRITE, and it goes straight into the back of my computer via a USB slot. Now the next step in setting up is we have to go to the Zoom room so that we can begin to set up in the Zoom room. Now we're in the Zoom room, and when we go in the Zoom room, we're going to go to new meeting and set up a new meeting. Okay? Now here we are in the Zoom room, and we're going to put join computer audio, and that takes us completely into the Zoom room. Now we're gonna have to do the settings. We have to go into the audio setting and set the audio. And what we do, we have to make sure that the controls on the FOCUSRITE are set so that we will be able to hear ourselves in the Zoom room through our in-ear monitors. And we make sure we turn on the microphone so that it will go straight through into our computer. And we are going to check the levels now, the sound levels. We go to speaker and press check speaker. And as you see, the blue line on the computer screen is showing that we have sound in our speaker. And we can turn the sound loud and soft by moving this. And it's safe to keep it in the middle so it's not too loud. Now next we're going to check, and we also have to make sure that our settings for the device that we're using the the Focusrite Scarlett 212. So we look for that in this area, and it's set. It's right there what we want. And then we also check the mic and make sure that it is set. You look down and find the Focusrite Scarlett and make sure it is there. And then we're going to do a mic check. And we talk into the mic, we talk into the PG58, and we see that we have sound because we see the blue is going up. Now we raise it up a little bit because it seems to be a little bit low. Okay, so I raised it, and then we do a sound check. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. And as I talk, the blue line goes up to let us know we have sound. Okay. Next, we leave this box that says automatic sound volume. Leave that unchecked because you want to be able to control your own sound as you are on the Zoom. We control the sound from the Focusrite and also from the soundboard. So you don't want Zoom to automatically control your sound, because then you have no way to make it lower or higher. Okay, next, make sure you check off the boxes that you want and the settings that you want. For me, I like to use the space bar to mute and unmute, as well as the microphone icon to the left bottom of the screen. Now, and I also like to sync the button on my handset, which is your cell phone microphone. You have to sync it up. You have to sync it up with your headset so that you will be able to talk through it and it's synced with the Zoom channel. Okay, and we go to advanced and make sure that show in meeting option to enable original sound for microphone. I like to keep that checked also. Now let's also go to the video area and check the video. And these are all the general areas that you can go into to check different things and different settings that you want to check. Okay, now we're going to go into the video section, and it shows you a preview of your video, how it will look, and you make sure that you have the webcam that you want. There will be different lists of whatever webcams are hooked up to your computer. It will show in these areas. And make sure your boxes are checked for what you want to personalize your channel, how you want it. Okay, now let's come out of this screen and let's go to the left hand corner of your screen, and I'll show you. This is where all your different sound systems and microphones are located, and you choose whichever one that you want to use. Make sure it's checked off, and we're making sure that the Focusrite Scarlett 212 is checked off, and it is. So it's checked off as speaker and it's checked off as microphone, because that's where the sound is coming through. Okay, so that's done. And we're going to check the mic to make sure that we see it lighting up green. It should light up green at the left hand corner where the microphone icon is. You should see green when you speak. If you don't, then you don't have sound. And you make sure that your sound levels are high enough on your Focusrite so that you'll be able to have good sound. Okay, so we do a sound check, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. And on the Focusrite, every time I check the sound, you see green. Sound check, Sound check. That means it's working. Okay. Now if I want to do the keyboard, let me turn on the keyboard and I'll show you. Okay. Every time I press the keyboard, where the keyboard is located will light up. If the keyboard is too loud, it will be red. If the sound is too loud for vocals, testing 1, 2, it would turn red if it's too loud. So it's showing that it is too loud, so I lower it a little bit. It's showing it's too loud, I lower it. And then sound check is good, it's back green. Piano, the same thing. Make sure the piano or synthesizer, whatever instrument you were using, whatever your devices, microphones, or whatever you're using, that they don't go into red. Okay. Now, next will be you can mute the sound by pressing the microphone icon, and it will put a red line through the microphone icon. If you want to mute the video, you press on video and it will stop the video and people will not be able to see you in the Zoom room. And when you want to come back, you can hear them and they can hear you. They can hear you if you unmute yourself. But if you mute yourself, they won't hear you. And if you take yourself off the video, they won't see you. Now, if you want to go back in, you just press on the icon and it brings you back into the Zoom room. If you want to speak, it will open up the sound for you. And you will still be able, even when you have on mute, you'll still be able to hear everybody else that's in the Zoom channel and in the Zoom room, as long as they don't have mute on their phone, on their devices. Now, if we want to record, we also need to press this box right here at the top. It's called turn on the original sound. So we want to be able to turn on and off the original sound. So when you turn on the original sound, that is blue. When you turn off the original sound, it's black. So we turn it on, but we have a choice to turn it on and off. Now, if you want to record during the Zoom conference, you go down to the icon second from the right and press on it where it says record, and it starts recording, and it shows you the recording at the top left hand part of the screen. It has a little red dot and a white dot circle, and it says recording. So it will record as long as you keep it recording, and when you're ready to stop, then you press stop. So that is how you do a Zoom. And we turn at the end of the Zoom, and you're all done with the Zoom conference, you press the off button for recording, and that stops the recording. And then you go over to the red square to the right and you press it, and it says end, and it says would you like to end all, and you press yes, we're going to end all. And at the end it will start recording your video and download it to your computer where your storage is. And that is how you do a Zoom. So this ends my tutorial on the FOCUSRITE SCARLETT 212 audio interface, and I hope that I have taught you something about how to do excellent audio in your Zoom live chat rooms when you are doing leadership trainings or having church services. On the Zoom chat room, you can have great audio, and you can be able to control the audio. in a very, very easy way. So I pray that this helped you to enhance your online services and your online worship services and online trainings and whatever you are doing that is online. As long as the apps receive this device, you'll be able to use it to have excellent quality sound. And God bless you and have a wonderful, wonderful day.